Hi everybody, this is the Baseball Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion, your host, the Hut, and we're in the last day of the winter meetings, and as you know, the Mets picked up, they made it official actually, Justin Verlander, he's now in New York Met, it's official, but as you know, earlier today, they made a couple moves for the pitching. They brought in Jose Quintana on a 2-year deal, worth $26 million that fills in the back end of the Mets rotation. Also, they made a trade with the Rays. They picked up Brooks Raley, and he will help in terms of getting lefties out. He's a pretty good pitcher in the bullpen. He seemed to find it last year with the Rays. And the Mets need a lot of help on their bullpen. Hopefully they can keep addressing that major problem they have. Now for this video, I'm going to talk about Ross Stripling, who the Mets are very interested in bringing in. The Mets are really trying to bring in one more starter for this rotation to give it a little more weight to it. They've been talking to Ross Stripling, as I said. They're also talking to Kodai Senga, which was the hot rumor today that they were in on him. So really, in terms of the starting staff, they have one more move, which would be solid. Would really solidify this rotation. Right now, the rotation is kind of a little bit tricky because they need another guy. They need someone more in the middle that can fill in that role. Now, Quintana's a professional, pro's pro. We're going to find out how Senga is, because Senga's going to pitch in the majors. We do know through rumors that he wants to play for a winning team. He wants to play in a big market. Obviously, New York is a big market. The other team I really see as somebody that could pick him up is the Padres. They're the other team that's a winning team that would, and it's somewhat big market that would be interested in him, and he'd be interested in going. But Ross Stripling, again, let me go back to him. Ross Stripling pitched for the Blue Jays last year. He has been really with two teams. He's with the Dodgers for a few years until 2020, and then he's been with the Blue Jays for the last couple years. And I guess he's sort of gone through some injuries. But this past year for the Blue Jays, went 10-4. He had a very good season. Pitched 130 innings, a little low on the innings total. But he pitched rather well when he pitched. He's really kind of what they're looking at. I think Senga's kind of like that too. Although Senga there's a little bit of a curiosity with Senga. Obviously because he hasn't pitched in the majors. He's pitched in Japan for most of his career. But the Mets are being active. As you know, in the pitching department, they still need another right-handed reliever in this team. I would mention this: they're talking to Trevor Williams. They're talking about bringing him back. They could really use a guy that's a long man that could, pitch extra innings. Pitch innings when a starter gets knocked out. A guy that can come in late in the game to, to get the last outs in a blowout one way or the other. A guy that you could fill in the rotation in a pinch. That guy, let me tell you, what a valuable guy he was for the Mets in 2022. Who would have thought that the Javier Baez deal helped the Mets out in terms of that, of all things? So they are talking to him. I'm glad to hear that because he is a really good pitcher. He's pitched really well in the majors with the Pirates and with the Cubs and now with the Mets. So hopefully they'll bring him in, straighten that out, bring in another. But they still need another reliever in that bullpen. Maybe they bring back Adam Ottavino. And I've not heard David Robertson. I'd love to see the Mets sign him finally, bring him in here. I know they tried very hard to bring him in before the trade deadline, but we see these things with the pitching. They're pulling this together. Now, obviously, we have this problem with Brandon Nimmo. That'll be for another video, I would think. We got plenty of time now. Season doesn't start tomorrow. It starts in March, the end of March. So, thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to the Baseball Hut. I'll get more stuff out to you as soon as I can and when I can. And thank you. Have a good night, and I'll see you later.